If you're looking for guidance on how to get a more muscular chest and improve yourself in general, you've come to the right place. I'm going to go over what's required for a basic chest day, as well as what works best for me. If you're a more advanced lifter, still stick around, maybe you can learn something from the way I do things, and maybe drop a comment that can help a beginner lifter out. My name's Nick, and I'm actually addicted to the gym. I'm not a personal trainer, I just like working out and improving myself a whole lot. And my goal is to be able to transfer the knowledge that I've gained over the last 4 years to hopefully help you to improve yourself as well. This video is going to focus on chest day, so let's jump right into it. One of the first things you think of when you think of chest day is probably barbell bench. And this is actually a fantastic movement. It's also one of the big three, so bench, squat, and deadlift. So if you train this up, you'll be able to get that 1,000 pound club membership. And it's always fun to even try for that if you're looking at getting stronger in general. And one of the questions I always hear is, do you really need to do barbell bench? And I think it's a good idea to include it in your regimen, even if you're not specifically training for powerlifting or something like that. It's a compound movement, so it's going to recruit a lot of muscles that will make you look big in your upper chest area, as well as your shoulders, mainly the front shoulder. If you are going to include barbell bench, I recommend you do it first so that you can use all of your energy and get the most out of the lift, since it's a compound movement. And then you can go on to do isolation movements that require less of your extra muscles, and you can just focus on ones you want to get bigger. The next movement you might want to include on your chest day is something for your upper chest, and that's going to be an incline movement, an incline press specifically. Your options are a barbell, dumbbell, or a machine, and I'll recommend that you do dumbbells here. Especially if you start with a barbell bench, using dumbbells to get more range of motion for your upper chest is going to be really useful. Now, there's nothing wrong with using a barbell here or a machine. The machine's going to isolate more, and the barbell will allow you to load it a little bit heavier so you can get more out of the push. Really just pick what's fun for you and what you enjoy doing, because if you don't enjoy working out, you're not going to make the gains that you want to. Now, if you do standard bench with dumbbells, I recommend you always incline it just slightly, just a little bit, to the very first option. From my experience, this is going to help you hit a lot more of your chest, including your upper chest, which often gets kind of ignored for most people's body types on a flat bench. Now, if you find that using the barbell or the dumbbells is a bit scary because of all the balancing you might have to do, or maybe you can't bail properly, that's fine. You can use the machines. They're great to start, but they're also great for isolation movements. So you can go from dumbbells and then hop on the machine and get even more out of your chest. Now, if you want to hit your lower chest, I definitely recommend you do dips. These will also hit your triceps kind of no matter what. Just like any pressing movement, you're going to be extending your triceps a little bit in the movement. But dips are going to be better than any decline bench that you can ever get on. Now, if you want to increase the size or the strength of your inside of your chest to give it a little more shape, then we want to be doing pec flies. You can do these with dumbbells, although at the top of the range of motion, you lose a little bit of tension. So I recommend doing it with either one of the machines or with cable flies, so you keep tension the entire time on your pecs. Something to keep in mind for pec flies is the angle that you actually pull from will target slightly different areas of your chest. If you're pulling low to high, you're going to start getting a little bit more of your upper pecs. If you pull high to low, you're going to get a little more of your lower pec. And if you pull in the middle, it'll be a pretty even distribution. Now, that's pretty much all you really need for a chest workout. But we all like to put chest and triceps together. It just makes sense since you're already training your triceps when you do pressing movements. So if you want to train power for your triceps, then you can do close grip bench. And what you want to do is keep your elbows nice and tight and set your hands up really, really close on the bar. Also use a very light weight, since it's going to be a lot harder than a regular press, since the goal is to not press upwards, but to extend our elbows and use our triceps and not our chest. If you want to build tricep size, or you just want another tricep movement in general, then the tricep pull downs are a fantastic option. They're going to help you to get a little bit of size, maybe that horseshoe look. But that's pretty much all you need for a chest workout. Like, you really don't need much more. The only differences are going to be the intensity you train and what you're training for. So if you want to get strength and power lift, then you're going to train a little bit differently, maybe with lower rep ranges and more sets overall, so that you don't feel fatigued at the end of the set, but over the span of the sets, you're getting a lot of load on your chest. The alternative is a bodybuilding approach, where if you want to get bigger pecs or bigger muscles in general, you probably want to go for a little more higher rep range so you can fatigue them way more. And you also want to approach failure. Maybe you don't want to go to failure, but you definitely want to approach failure so that within a couple reps, you wouldn't be able to do another one. That's going to help create hypertrophy in your muscles and grow them in size. Now, personally, I like to combine a little bit of both. I do like a power building split. So I'll always hit a compound lift first. And the compound lift, I'll do maybe 3 reps at the highest amount of weight that I can do. And then I'll do possibly 4 sets, 3 to 4 sets of that. And then I'm done. And then I'll go, since my chest is already fatigued, I'll go and I'll do some kind of an incline press, then my pec flies, and then I'll hit a little bit of triceps if it feels good. But when I switch over off of the compound, I'm gonna switch to doing more reps, and I actually only do 2 sets now. I used to do 3 sets in a specific amount of rep range, but recently I've been really loving just going almost to failure for 2 sets. And you really push out those last couple of reps. Like when I say failure, I mean I cannot do another one. So I go within 1 or 2 reps of that. And I only do it for 2 sets. And it's actually been getting me a lot more results in terms of size, specifically for my legs. But the chest has also reacted pretty good for that too. So maybe try it out yourself and see if that's something that you might enjoy doing. Otherwise, I always recommend 3 sets, maybe 8 to 10 reps, and just try to increase the weight if you can do more than 10 of those reps. Anyways, that's pretty much all you need for a good chest day. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. I'll try to help out the best I can, and subscribe if you're trying to improve yourself more.